sorry, very, very sorry for the hitch. My network decided to act up just minutes before I came up for this meeting. Thankfully, another network is working now. Pardon the delay. We'll start right away, but I need to be sure that you can hear me. Can somebody just say yes if you can hear me? Can someone just kindly type? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, Yemi, thank you so much. All right. So, good evening to every one of you once again. My name is John Edache. I oversee center operations and support distributors for Forever Living Products Nigeria. This evening, very importantly, as part of our training series, I thought for us to talk about FLP business ethics and standard proper, just highlighting some vital areas of our business ethics and standard. And you see, the proper place to start this from is to present an overview of what Forever does that differentiates it, what Forever has as a niche that differentiates it from other rivals in the network marketing world. Forever is the world's largest grower and manufacturer of aloe and aloe vera based products. What this means simply is that Forever, as a company that depends chiefly on aloe vera products for its supplements and even skincare product base, farms his own aloe vera, does not just farm the aloe vera plant, chooses the best of them. Because of course, there are different species of the aloe vera plant. The most potent of those species, the Barbadensis miller, is what Forever solely farms by himself. So he's in control of the health of the plant, he's in control of the organic nature of the plant, all the farm practices and everything. Hand harvested products, that's Forever hand harvests the product, hand filleted the inner leaf gel. So takes out just the gel part of the product, and then patented stabilization process and aseptic manufacturing that saves the company a lot of the hassles of having to put preservatives and so on that makes companies go into chemicals and all. And then quality products that are naturally derived and scientifically advanced. Scientific advisory board of highly qualified professionals who on a constant basis is advising the company on ways of endlessly improving the quality of its products. And then finally, Forever certified all its production with every certification agency that is necessary for its field. Certified by the International Aloe Science Council, first and foremost because our products are chiefly aloe-based, for potency and purity. Certified by the Kosher Council, the Islamic Halal Council, and then the Direct Selling Association. The Direct Selling Association. Now, the reason, the point from where we are going to begin our training and discussion this evening is from the fact that we are a member of the Direct Selling Association. Amidst all the other certifications, Forever is a member of the Direct Selling Association globally. Now, I am emphasizing this because it is one of the things that seriously necessitates this discussion we are having this evening. the association has rules and regulations guiding direct sales. Rules and regulations guiding direct sales. And from all of the foregoing, if you look at the bullet point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it presents to you a company who does his own things differently. If the thing is not correct, then the thing has no bearing with forever. If the thing is not standard, then the thing is not a forever thing. If the thing has no integrity, then the thing is not a forever thing. And because this is what forever represents, is very critical for its business owners to represent the same thing. So among the things that we will be discussing with regards to ethics and standards this evening, first and foremost is making product claims. This is becoming a growing concern for us, making product claims. Some of these are direct excerpts from our company policy for your information. I carefully took time to make sure that they are not even paraphrased so that we get them clearly. FBOs may not make any representation, expressly or by implication, that forever products can prevent, diagnose, treat, or cure any disease or medical condition. Forever products that are intended to be ingested into the body, those are the ones that you take orally, are purely nutritional and or nutritional supplements, and are therefore regulated throughout the world as food. So what we have as supplements are foods. They are not drugs. They are foods. They are not drugs. Forever products that are intended to be used on the body are regulated throughout the world as cosmetics. Forever does not produce or distribute any products that are to be considered or described as a medicine, treatment, or cure. It's a very commonplace incident for me to walk into product centers across the country and I see FBOs come in and say, what is the name of that your drug for so and so? Or do you have any drug for so and so? Now, according to our policy, what we have are food supplements. They are purely nutritional or nutritional supplements. They are not medicine. They are not drug. They are not meant to treat or to cure. These are very critical ethical issues that we should take note of as FBOs and abide by. Now, I highlighted here because, like I said, this particular issue of product claim is a growing concern for us. And more than anything else, because we are a company, Forever is a company that ensures standard, ensures integrity in everything it does. Just the fact that Forever is a member of the Direct Sales Association alone is enough reason for us to maintain extreme carefulness. By virtue of what I do, I bump into some of these things where I say what we see versus what we should see. I bump into social media web posts of our products now and then, and many of them look like this. Somebody wants to categorize our products, and then you see things like fibroid combination, organ enlargement, product Forever has products for organ enlargement, infertility combo, BP combo, where they are telling you, bring your high blood pressure down in 1 week, erectile dysfunction, cure for madness, 3-in-1 against witchcraft, epilepsy combo. There is nothing that you don't find online lately in the name of forever. And this is a very serious concern. I say what we see versus what we should see. Now, a typical forever presentation, a typical forever catalog should have something like this. Yes, forever has drinks. Forever has bee products. Forever has nutritionals. Forever has weight management combos and products. Forever has combo packs. Forever has skincare products. Forever has personal care products. Forever has household products. This kind of menu represents what forever should look like. What a typical forever presentation anywhere should look like. As against the initial one where there are very disturbing medical claims. Very, very disturbing. Organ enlargement. Honestly speaking, it may look funny, but I am presenting to you things that I have bumped into. And you see, the reason why these things look tempting to us, and I understand, is because the overriding impression in our part of the world is for quick actions in all manner of ways. Somebody thinks that if I don't present this thing this way, it will not catch attention, especially those ones of organ enlargement and so on. In a growing society of promiscuity, people look for these things. So let me present it the way that we attract them. We are discussing this evening, very importantly, ethics and standards. As Forever FBOs, we are a unique group of people who should resist the temptation of saying what forever does not say, representing forever as what forever is not, making promises that forever did not make. So just to put it categorically, the previous nature of presentation and more is wrong for any one of us to do. It's wrong for any one of us to do. Whether in our one-on-one presentation, whether it's on social media, whether it's on a website, it is not acceptable according to the policy of the company. Embrace the use of supplements. This is another very wonderful way to present your products. This is how Forever presents its product. Embrace the use of supplements. What are the nature of supplements? Supplements for vitality, supplements for cardiovascular health, immune health, mobility, prostate health, weight management. Those are ways in which Forever presents their products. Not to say cure for this and solution for this and all of those very disturbing presentations. The other thing is making earnings claims. Those of you who follow Global Rally, you will recently have discovered that unlike before, where chairman's bonus checks are bandied around, the Forever has stopped doing that for a few years now because it has become a policy issue. It has become a policy issue, making earnings claim. The policy says FBOs may not make any false or deceptive representation, expressly or by implication, regarding the amount or level of income that a prospective FBO can expect to earn. Such representations include, but are not limited to, representations and or images used to show a dramatically improved, luxurious or lavish lifestyle. Forever, in the spirit and letter of its policy, is calling for a modest and responsible representation of our earnings. In the midst of a lot of these earning claims, lies are told, and so on. Wrong representations are made. So the policy, it's important for us to note that the policy says no to such earning claims, and then advertising price of products. Advertising price of products. This is another monster. An FBO is prohibited from any form of advertising of our products at any price below the suggested retail price. Like I told you at the beginning, these are direct extractions from the Forever Living Products Company policy. This includes a stated price or any other pricing formula that reduces the price paid for any Forever product to below that of the suggested retail price. In going around the centers, call a meeting of leaders and ask them their challenges and concern. I don't think there's been one of such meetings that the issue of pricing malpractice has not come up. Price irregularities has not come up. And one of the things I always like to remind you FBOs is that there is only one Forever Living Products from where all of those products are sourced. And they are sourced by Forever Living Products business owners. So those price irregularities come from Forever business owners. And by virtue of the structure of our business, that person is either your upline, your downline, or your sideline, your team member, if you like. All around, here and there, for one aloe vera gel, we go to some communities and we have 10 different price regimes for one and the same aloe vera gel. It's against the company policy. It's against the company policy, and that's why it has become important at a time when we are discussing the need for recruitment, at the time when we are discussing the need to target incentives, to do a sustainable business. The first thing, which is what has kept Forever anyway, is keeping to the ethics and standards, the integrity of the business. Very important. It may not feel so, but it is so, that if you do your business with integrity, keeping to the ethics and the standards that the company has set out, there is no way your business will fail. There is no way that your Forever business will fail. It's something we have seen over the years prove itself. So there is a suggested retail price for anybody who is not signed into the system. If somebody feels like the price of this product is high, I wish I can get it cheaper, give the person an application form. The person signs up, becomes your preferred customer with an ID of his own and buys at a lower price, what we call the preferred customer price or the NDP. Where the person feels that the preferred customer rate is still too high for him or her, The person increases his or her purchase and then qualifies to buy at wholesale. All of these are structured out purposely. Somebody can decide to be enjoying the wholesale price if he doesn't want to be an FBO. That's why there's an option now to opt in. If the person is saying, I just want to use your product, I don't want to do the business, fine. He is also now allowed to buy at wholesale so long as he buys up to 2K's credit worth of product in any 1 or 2 consecutive months. But it is against the policy to carry product and sell to somebody who is not yet signed into the system at anything less than the suggested retail price. Again, as part of ethics, an FBO is prohibited from attempting in any manner to induce, coerce, or persuade any other FBO to terminate his or her position, cease doing business, or reduce his or her business building activities for any reason. Let me explain this to you. And even this we have seen happen severally in FAPN. Somebody is already signed up as an FBO in the system. By virtue of maybe meeting at events and all of that, you became friends with the person. You are a manager, for example, the person is just an assistant supervisor. And you say, I don't know what my upline is doing. My upline is not helping me. See how you are helping your team members and all. I like you. I want to be under you, but I'm already signed into the system. Then you tell the person, go and check the system. After all, Forever says 12 months, you can responsor. So the person is in the system, the person is doing business, you coax the person into toning down his activities. Maybe the person has not done any activity in the last 5 months. You say, in just 7 months, you can be qualified to sponsor. Don't buy anything. Just abandon the idea until 7 months' time so that you are qualified. I can now sponsor you. That is you persuading another FBO to do the wrong thing. The company policy recognizes and condemns this. Recognizes and condemns this. Do not induce, do not coerce, do not persuade any other FBO to terminate his or her position, cease doing business, or reduce his or her business within activities for any reason. The painful part of this thing is, whatever made this person to be lousy about his or her business before you found this person, even when you sponsor the person, the same thing still holds sway. And I am telling you from a long list of records that we have. We have FBOs who have terminated their manager position and gone to start afresh. That same unseriousness, lousiness that made them stagnant, it's just a matter of 1, 2, 3 months. The same thing surfaces again. It's not only that you have breached the company policy by coercing that person to do that, that person has lost that manager position. Go and sponsor. I will help you, in quote, and all of that. Anyway, the company policy condemns all of this. And as responsible FBOs that I am sure that we are, it's important for us. Let us assume that we did not know this before now. And that's why this educating ourselves about these do's and don'ts are becoming very important, so that you know there's a difference between somebody doing something because he didn't know it's wrong and somebody doing something when he knows it is wrong. That's not all. Except as herein provided, an FBO is prohibited from directly or indirectly changing sponsors. FAP will only consider the first valid application received by the Home Office. Subsequent applications shall be disallowed. This one makes me smile. This is how this happens a lot of the time. Somebody goes to the system, maybe this kind of meeting that I said, you have met somebody, you see, even if the person is not in your team, the most commonest thing we have ever heard from Rex is that the power of forever is the power of love. It is selfish to coax somebody to leave his present upline just because you provided assistance to the person. Somehow, because we are not omnipresent, our own downline in another city where we are not available, we find that same assistance from a different person who is not you. That's the beauty of the business. It's a business of love. So you see, you met somebody, you got friendly with the person, you found out the person is just an assistant supervisor and you're already a Sapphire manager. And then the person's name is John Edward Agbo. You tell the person, since you are not due for a sponsorship, let's just reconfigure the name. You can now bear John Eddie. And so you give the person a new application form. The person signs up again as John Eddie. That person now has 2 registrations on the system. 2 registrations. Some persons even go to tell you that they know what they are doing. They will elect another phone number and email address and then sign up with a different ID. Forever company policy says you should have only one ID. You should have only one ID with the company. If for any reason you have to change sponsor, the route to change sponsor is responsorship. And you are eligible for sponsorship only if you have not bought anything, you have not done any activity for minimum of 12 consecutive months. Other than that, you are not allowed to have to change sponsor or have any other ID on the system. So FAP will only consider the first valid application received by the Home Office. Because I handle distributor support, I can tell you that there have been cases where somebody grew a second ID up to the level of manager. And by the time we discovered, we had to terminate it. Yes, that's the policy. It's your first registration that is acceptable. It's your first registration, even if you have 7 of them on the system, that is acceptable. FBOs have had to come to us and say, okay, if you say I have 2 or 3 registrations, is the one under so-so persons, retain the one under so-so person and cancel the rest. That's not what we do. If you have one ID, we'll check which year that one was registered, 2010. Second one, 2017. Third one, 2024. It's the one of 2010 that is your valid ID, period. So please, FBOs are prohibited from directly or indirectly changing sponsors. Internet policy. Understandably, we are in a very serious transition where businesses are going online, which is why we are floating internet tools, social media to training on social media tools, internet, FEP 360, and the rest of them. It is very, very important to point out to us that Forever has clear-cut policies with regards to how you can do your internet business, with regards to how you can do your online business, selling products online, for instance. In order to maintain the integrity of FFP's brand name, product line, and the FBO customer relationship and FBO is offered the following internet website options. First, an FBO may purchase a company-approved FBO website, FFP 360, in our case, for marketing products online using a direct link to the company's web store at www.foreverliving.com. The FFP 360 tool is such a robust tool. Whatever you are probably going to think of doing with your forever business online, want to think of doing. The FFP 360 tool addressed it sufficiently already. It's just for you to subscribe to FFP 360 and sorry for that slight break. The FFP 360 tool already has embedded in it, whether it's social media you want to use, whether it's websites you want to create, it has all of it built into it already. The country manager has done series and series of trainings on FFP 360. In fact, even across Africa. You want to learn more? The company is ever ready to teach you more on how to use your FFP 360. It is the one-stop tool for online business, forever living products. Online orders will be fulfilled directly by the company on this website. This internet link is arranged so that the FFP pages will remain within the FBO website. The guests virtually never leave the FBO's website. Beautiful arrangement. So somebody bumps into a link that came out of your FFP 360. Whatever the person does comes all the way back to your ID on our system. That's the way it is. So it saves you all the struggles of going to build website, creating hyperlinks. How do you link it with your business? You got somebody, the person is interested from website you have. Then the next thing is, how do you relate the person back to the company and all? FFP 360 has taken away all of those headaches from you. In the alternative, where somebody says, I like your FFP 360, but I really want to do my own thing. I really want to do my own thing. The policy says in the alternative, an FBO may establish an approved FBO website. Please take note, approved FBO website, pursuant to the additional terms and conditions enumerated in Exhibit 1, attached here to, and made part of ethics and company policy. I'll take you through some extracts from the Exhibit 1. It's part of the company policy. Electronic advertising. The policy says independent FBO websites that have been approved. Again, the word approve, meaning that if you are not subscribing to the ready-made FFP tools and you want to create your own, it must, the word there is must be approved by the company. Independent FBO websites that have been approved by the company or are as part of an online banner or display ads that conform to the company's advertising guidelines and have been approved by the company will be allowed. Online banners or display ads must be submitted to the company for approval. Note, must be submitted to the company for approval prior to posting online and must link a user to the company website or an independent FBO website that has been approved by the company. All electronic advertising is subject to and controlled by the company policies and the Code of Professional Conduct relating to advertising and promotional guidelines. You see, every time I read this part of the policy, there's a question I ask myself. I am not a web developer myself. I go to somebody, pay the person to get a very good website, a very robust website, costs a lot of money lately. Pay the person to develop a website for me, pay a company to host the website for me, and then probably pay somebody to administer the website for me. Why am I going through all of this? And after I do this, it will require the approval of the company. Now I am not in the mind of the company, so I need a lot of education not to do the wrong thing. As I speak to you, there are several FBOs whose IDs have been suspended because they have gone online to do a lot of wrong things. Why are we suspending the IDs? We have reached out to them to correct what they have done wrong. Some of them have refused to correct it. Some of them don't know what to correct and all of that. And we can't leave those things running online. Forever, we never allow its image to be tampered with because that's the niche for the company. So instead of going through all of these hassles, why not just subscribe to FFP 360? Everything you are looking for and more have been put there already in such a way that will not put you in any trouble. So all electronic advertising is subject to and controlled by the company policy and the code of professional conduct relating to advertising and promotional guidelines. An FBO may not include any company names or proprietary information. That is, Forever Living products, forever trademarks, or trade names, FFP product names in your online banners, display ads, and search engine advertisements. That is Google ads that may confuse visitors as to the identity of the source and or create the perception in any way that the visitor is visiting the official company website. I was going to post somebody's social media page here to show you an example of what this is talking about, but I changed my mind. If you look at that page, even you who is already an FBO would think it belongs to Forever Living Products Nigeria. Now that's a very direct violation of the company policy. Very direct violation. You decide to build your own personal website and the name of that website is Forever Living Products NG or Forever Living Wellness or FLP Wellness and all of that. He said, whatever that may confuse visitors as to the identity of the source and or create the perception in any way that the visitor is visiting the official company website is not allowed. If you are Jennifer Edwards Wellness, fine. You just state there that Jennifer Edwards is a business owner with Forever Living Products. Excellent. But that you go and bear Forever Living Products, the company policy says no to it. You must clearly denote you are an independent Forever business owner and only link to your Forever replicated website, https:/abc.ffp.com, where ABC is the name chosen by the FBO to be their website, to be their site or to an approved FBO website. Now the display URL or domain must match your landing page. So at the very worst, it says your name must be there, like it's highlighted here, to show that this is not Forever. This is Jane of Forever. This is Ido of Forever. This is Anthony of Forever, not Forever. And then it's not that you put a website bearing Forever Living product, and then inside, what you're saying is different. Or you put your name, and then inside, you are practically representing Forever. Or presenting yourself as Forever, not representing. Inside, you are presenting yourself as Forever. A lot of us have gone to do Google Ads, and we have boosted it using Forever Living products name, such that anybody going to Google to go and search for Forever, the first, second, third, even up to the 10th option that we pull up are individuals who have gone to violate the policy, created sites that bear the name of Forever and boosted them such that they are the ones presenting themselves as Forever. The company policy says no to this. And like I said, the thing is becoming a serious headache lately. The steps we are taking, we are being very humane about it to ensure that we have adequately educated ourselves about how wrong this is. Then we will ask you to desist, which we are already doing. After asking you to desist, we will teach you what to do. After teaching you what to do, we expect you to desist. When you don't desist, your ID will be suspended. Forever as a company, is very important for you for me to point out to you at this point that the whole reason we are going through the rigor of educating ourselves about this is because we care about the success of your business. A law is a law. A rule is a rule. Forever will not compromise its policy, much as Forever is so willing to support your business. The business must be done correctly. It's doing business correctly that has brought Forever this far. Again, another extract says the FBO does not use the name Forever Living products, or any protected trademarks, brands, business names, and all other names of the company or any of its affiliates or product names used by the company alone or in combination with other names, letters, or figures as a domain. So you cannot have Forever Living Sharp Sharp, Forever Living Products Abuja, Forever Living Products Not. Any of those things, you cannot have them as domain name. Ensure that electronic advertisements such as online banners, display ads, and search engine advertisements, e.g. Google AdWords, could not confuse visitors as to the identity of the source and provides for identification of the advertisement as that of an independent FBO. So I put in red, it should not create the perception in any way that the visitor is visiting the official company website. Very important. Any electronic advertisement needs to contain a link to the FBO's personal company webshop on Forever Living or the approved website. Now, next and very important instruction that the policy has for us, if you have to build your own website, is that after following all of these other guidelines to create your own personal website, which must be approved by the company, you must put a banner there that clearly states that you are a Forever distributor, not Forever company. As I want to visit your website, I must see upfront that you are an FBO. That is not the company's website that I'm visiting. That is a very important item that must be embedded in whatever personal website you are building. The policy makes it compulsory. You see, with regards to ethics and standard, there's a whole lot to learn. But you see, we are going to be taking this in series carefully as people who are doing over time some of these things, whether ignorantly or willfully, that we have done wrong has affected our business. Like I said, it may not feel so, but the implications always come back to us. Somebody who is putting out our products there and making medical claims, and then you are drawing traffic to yourself. It will initially look like you are winning until something goes wrong. And things have gone wrong over time. Things have gone wrong. 2 years ago, a young man walked into my office at the head office with another man with him, as if to say he came with a DSS or something. What was the problem? He brought like 3 products that he is taking, and that somebody told him these products will enlarge his manhood. And I had to take time to educate him. There is no science anywhere, no research anywhere that has said an adult man can enlarge his manhood beyond what it naturally is. No research anywhere supports it. So first and foremost, for an adult to believe that kind of a thing was wrong. And thank God he saw how wrong it was for him to vainfully believe that kind of a thing and let it down, assuming he decided to press further. We will fish out that FBO and the person will face it. Now, the thing is, if I didn't take all the time to speak to this person about the fact that these are supplements, their usefulness, even without making medical claim and all, and he say, oh, this sounds good, he will still use them anyway. The person got angry and stops using the product. That's a one-off use. For somebody who for the next 10 years probably could be using the product, probably even grow to becoming a downline for you. So see, there's a whole lot to talk about. We spoke about ethics with regards to signing people up. Many times you go, you prospect somebody, the company says the person is supposed to fill out an application form physically or sign up online. You say the person is busy, and then you go ahead and sign and fake signature for the person. As I speak, I am dealing with a case of somebody who was signed up that way. Okay, I'll do the registration for you. And then you fill out that application is a contract. And then you go and put, if the person's name is Anthony Edwards, you just put Anthony, put E in front and draw 2 lines. That's a fake signature. That's not the person's signature. Now, let me tell you what that does. The first thing you have done is to create a doubt in the person's mind with regards to the authenticity of this business. A business that somebody can fill a document and sign on my behalf doesn't look like a safe business. The person, of course, will not tell you. The question I like to ask is, can you go to a commercial bank in Nigeria intending to open an account, and then you say, oh, I'm a very busy person. Oh, I want to open an account with this bank, but I'm a very busy person. Can somebody please go to the bank and fill the account opening form and sign for me? Can you do that? If we have a very good overview, insight, this business is far more critical than even that opening of account. Otherwise, what is opening of account is that you are lodging money you have already earned. This one is you signing to begin to earn money. But we do it. So in the long run, when this person is no longer taking the business serious, you do not know that you were the one that created that doubt in the person's mind from the beginning. This is honestly what I want us to take away from this evening's training. That if any time you ever have to choose between slow and steady and overspeed, always choose slow and steady. Always choose slow and steady. You see, people have come into the business, the way the company policy says you should do it looks slow for them. Many of the persons who are making medical claims online, it's not as if they cannot present the product the way Forever wants them to present it. But making those false claims will draw traffic, and they want to make the CC quickly. They want to make the money quickly. They want to build the business quickly and all of that. And so what happens? Before you know what, because you are not doing the right thing, see how long the journey still is. But before you even make a mile, your business has crashed. If you can see this picture I have posted, you will see one car far up there. If care is not taken, maybe this car has been on this journey for 1 week, but this one came and wanted to make that same distance in 10 minutes. See where it ended. See where it ended. But that one that looks slow but steady, see the mileage he has covered. The prospect that Forever Business has is huge. Huge. When I was creating this presentation, something came to my mind. I say, if somebody told you that as you join Forever Business today, if you do it the right way, all that you need is patience, hard work, consistency, and focus. That if you do this business for the next 15 years without compromising focus, without compromising patience, without compromising hard work, without compromising consistency, without compromising integrity, that you will get 5 downlines. And the names of these 5 downlines, one of them will be Clement Idigo. The other one will be a couple called John and Justina Ikweriji. The other one will be Kike Lomo Apeji. The other one will be Janet Danjuma Farouk. The other one, for instance, will be Victoria Erukunakpo. Just keep at this for 15 years, and this will be the reward you will get. Will you not do it? Because if you know these names that I call, just sit down for a minute and imagine that those 5 persons are 5 legs under you. That keeping with integrity steadily gave to you after 15 years. I mean, it is well worth it. And can I tell you something? There are FBOs in Nigeria that is their reality, just because they stayed true to the rules and the tenets of their Forever Business. Which is why I am appealing to all of you on this call this evening to make a commitment today to do your FFP business ethically. And even when the journey seems slow, always be rest assured that the huge success ahead is worth all the integrity, the patience, and the consistency. As a matter of fact, just before any of you go off this call this evening, I will like you to, as a way of making that commitment, type "I will" before you ever sign out of this call this evening. Thank you so much for your time and attention. God bless you. Winifred.